I'm Rex Sham, CEO of Insight Robotics. We founded the company 10 years ago. Uh, we are a group of robotics enthusiasts and AI experts who focus on trying to build something that can help the world to make impact to our environment and also making us a better earth to live.
See, I read somewhere that your robot specialized in some kind of detection technology. So how are you changing the application of that now that we have the pandemic and all these issues going on?
Yeah, when we started the company, we focused on building a robot that can detect wildfire. So fires happen everywhere. When you see look at the news, you see there are fires in Australia, Europe, China, Indonesia every day. So we started by building the computer vision, analytics, and artificial intelligence for robots for inspecting where is the fire in the forest. Because every day when there is lightning or whether there is some illegal plantation activities or sort of like that, there may be a fire risk. But it is very difficult to find the fire when it is at a very early stage because it's so small and the forest area is so large. That's why we need to deploy robots to do a 24 hours survey. But later on, we find out that actually in the city area, especially when there is a pandemic, we also need to find out who is at risk, like is having fever in a large crowd. So we deployed the same technology for finding fires of our robots in forests to deploy it into the city area. So such as in Science Park, right now is deploying our technology to do a crowd screening for fever. So if you go to a restaurant, sometimes you will need to use the thermal detector one by one, and people need to queue in front of the gate to get screened. But in Science Park, they want to create an open area where people do not feel that they are being screened. So that's why we deployed our robotics technology to do a crowd screening and help the managers to find out who is having fever.
Are your robots 5G capable as well?
Yes, certainly. We have some robots that deployed it in Hong Kong that deployed 5G technologies. One of that is purchased by AFCD, the Agriculture and Fisheries Conservation Department, for finding wildfires in Hong Kong.
Okay. So since your application is quite vast, for your technology, what growth prospects do you see in Asia?
I see that when a city grow and when people are reaching more and more outwards to the rural area, like ecotourism is getting more popular, and also when people are expanding their cities, the urban and rural area interface will have more risk because there are more human activities there and there is more fire risk and also like vandalism, damages to natural forests or sort of like that. So by deploying automatic technologies, we can help to detect early stage damages, sabotage to the environment, and help the managers to tackle the issues as early as possible. So we have like more than 50% of our business is now coming from Southeast Asia, and part of that, like 30% comes from China and Europe, and the rest of 20% is coming from Hong Kong. So I see that in Southeast Asia cities, when they are developing their cities, they will have much more issues than what we have as a developed city right here in Hong Kong.
I see. Well, thank you very much.